wait, that's the wrong scene. Welcome. Welcome here, everyone. Oh my, there's a lot of people here. Welcome here, PL46U3. Welcome here, Knight 2000. Welcome here, Santo Kimbalo. You're hardly gonna tell me that I pronounced that incorrectly. Welcome here, Beefy and the Ducks. Welcome here, Penny World. Welcome here, Nice. Welcome here, Dweepy. Welcome here, Jenny Bear. Welcome here, Allie. Welcome here, Konako. Welcome here, Cora. Welcome here, Logan the Astronaut. Welcome here. I'm not even gonna try to read that. I don't know that language. And welcome here, Kampf Tomat. Oh wait. And welcome here, Frozen Music. Okay. I almost have 5K. Yeah. So here's the thing. I edit for a guy named Toyobin. He pays me to edit his videos. That's been public information. Let's see how many subscribers he has. I'm just gonna quickly look it up. Oh yeah, I need to unmute that. He is currently sitting at 5.1k subscribers, so... tomorrow, I'm probably gonna pass him in subscribers. It could even happen today. Toyobin is a Splatoon YouTuber for chat context? Yeah. But does that mean I'm a Splatoon YouTuber? Anyways, when I pass him in subscribers, I'm gonna send a screenshot of my subscriber count and ask if I can hire him to edit my videos. Which, I actually don't want him to edit my videos. There's a reason he hired me. But just as a joke. Ooh. Nice. Anyways, yeah, it's very high. There is a very high non-zero chance that I hit 5,000 subscribers today. Probably not gonna happen on stream. You'll reach 10,000 subscribers in a few days, though. It could happen. The YouTube algorithm likes my content, and you guys like my content, so it could happen. It's kind of funny switching between the video and the live tabs on your channel. They're two separate things. Yeah. And I actually do appreciate that YouTube has separated live stream content from video content. So if I have a VOD, it's not mixed in with all my videos. It probably will, seeing how much you have been growing. Yeah. Yeah. Zinth, one of my friends, the guy I made the 3D model for, he keeps asking me, what did you do that this happened? And I said, I didn't do anything. I've just been making content for the past 2 years setting up for this moment. Anyways, Splatoon. Yeah, it's all 50-50. You'll need to make another video similar to the one code file viral. Hey, I don't get to choose which videos go viral. I just get to choose how good my content is. Also, Asher, how did you make Zinth's new model? Okay, so I used a couple of programs to make Zinth's model. First of all, I started with something called Vroid Studio. So basically, Vroid Studio is basically a VTuber-esque avatar creator. Very flexible, free to use, it's on Steam. And then from there, I exported that to a file called a VRM. I put that into Blender, and then I started 3D modeling from Blender. And then there's some other stuff I had to do in there with like, fixing colliders and stuff like that, but that stuff doesn't matter. What am I doing? You just decided to leave the bot idea? I mean, like... I don't see why the bot needs to give itself a nickname. I think if I'm thinking of the right bot idea. Because you could just give it the nickname yourself. What's the best coding language to learn? Depends what you want to do, Frozen Music. Depends what you want to do. Maybe I could turn into a content creator someday. Hey, at least try it once. That's what I'll say. I think all of you should try making at least one video or doing one stream. Something like that. It doesn't need to be viral. It doesn't need to be good. It just so that you guys can see, hey, do I actually enjoy doing this? If you enjoy doing it, do it for fun. Don't try doing content for making money off of content creation, because you'll hate the process and it'll take forever to actually make money off of it. You'll hate doing it. At that point, you may as well just work a job and actually get paid. When it comes to game dev, your only friend is Stack Overflow? No, it isn't. Stack Overflow is not a... like, yes, yeah, I get what you're getting at, but if you're asking questions, it is not your friend. If you're just searching up stuff on Google, then yes. Stack Overflow is not your friend, yeah. Honestly, it has been said many times. There are problems with Stack Overflow, which mostly has to... I'll just say it this way. It's a toxic community, which is funny to say. Okay. I'm reading chat too much. I'm very distracted from the game, like usual. I already know Python, just wanted to learn something else because IDK, why not? What's the best for games? There's a couple you could learn for games. If you want... The first thing, when you're making games, you're not necessarily worried about the programming language, Frozen Music. You're more so worried about the game engine you're using. So, look at a couple of different game engines. I would recommend looking at Game Maker Studio, Unity, and Unreal Engine. And it depends what you want to make. Game Maker Studio is very up and coming. I actually don't know that much about it. Unreal Engine is pretty much optimized for like hyper-realistic graphics, and then Unity is made to be as flexible as possible. Each one of them uses a different programming language. Game Maker Studio uses its own custom programming language. Unity uses C#, and Unreal Engine uses C++. Unreal, also, if you don't want to program with, like, raw code, you can also learn to use the blueprinting system in Unreal Engine or Unity's visual scripting system. When it comes to making games, you're not really worried about the programming language, you're more worried about the game engine. What editing software do I use? DaVinci Resolve. I would highly recommend it. It's free, and it's pretty much what Hollywood artists use. It's the free version of what Hollywood uses, pretty much. What's a good editing software? You missed today's golfing? Yeah, I saw you guys golfing. Unfortunately, I was having lunch. So, as much as I might enjoy golfing, I enjoy having food in my stomach more. I threw that in. I thought I had a burst bomb for a second. I thought I was playing the other stair. You know what? You use it too? Yeah, boy. Yeah, DaVinci Resolve's awesome. The only problem with it is, like, if you don't... is that it doesn't use your GPU. The free version doesn't use your GPU to decode video footage. So sometimes, if you're playing back videos and you don't generate optimized media with it, then sometimes it can feel fairly sluggish. But if you do generate optimized media and you have the hard drive for that, then the free version works just fine. My GPU trash, not gonna lie, it's better than your CPU at decoding video footage, I can tell you that. Unless it's, like, really old. What about proxies, Astro? You could also use that as well. I used optimized media. Because proxies have a lot more settings to them. You could also use proxies. For anyone curious about capture cards, many people use Elgato. Sorry. Were people asking about capture cards? Because, like, capture cards, you don't need to use Elgato. There are a lot of options for capture cards, including a lot of really cheap options where you buy, like, off of eBay. That are, like... I have one of those Chinese capture cards. That's what I use. And it works just fine, and I bought it for like 20 bucks. Versus an Elgato, which will cost you like 150 bucks. For the exact same thing. So if you're willing to risk researching and looking up Chinese ones, it's a good option. GT 710 Go Burr, yeah, that would do just fine with video editing for if you had a program that supported GPU decoding. No, just thought I'd put that out there. I mean, I have gotten that question before, Cora. And I say the same thing, if you want to play it safe, you're paying like 100 bucks for a capture card. You can buy from EVGA, Elgato, there's quite a few brands that have capture cards, reputable ones. But if you want to, like, something really cheap, there's a lot of options with, like, Chinese ones where you can get them for, like, 20 bucks off of eBay. What browser do I use? I use Chrome, but I am on a waiting list for a browser called Arc, which I'm really looking forward to. My brother uses it because he's a Mac user, cringe, but I'm a Windows user because I like getting stuff done. But it's a browser called Arc that's supposed to be coming to Windows, and I'm really looking forward to it. It looks really nice. I want to try it. Hi, welcome here, Camo Drano. Just use Firefox, SMH my head. I mean, like, I could just use Firefox. And that's where that sentence ends. Chrome uses like 2 gigabytes of RAM for me. There is something called memory saver mode for Chrome where it'll use less memory. But yeah, like, Chrome using like 2 gigabytes of RAM, mostly probably because of YouTube, I'd guess. Because that thing is loading like a bunch of thumbnails that are all like 720 or 480p. And then it's loading a video, which is multiple gigabytes. So, yeah. Imagine slandering people for what search engine they use. I have no slander for search engines unless you're using Bing. Because Bing is actually... it has all of the problems of every single search engine. One, it's owned by a big corporation that's just stealing your data. Two, its search results suck. It's Chinese spyware, what, Bing? Oh, Opera GX. I don't know. I just use Chrome, because I've just used it for so long, and historically it has been the best, but now other browsers have started catching up to Chrome. And so now there's other options. Actually, I should fight this guy. Oh, that was an L3. I thought that was an H3. Bing is not chilling. How do I make videos? Do I have OBS recording the whole time? A lot of people do that. A lot of people who are developing games, well, not the whole time. How am I not hitting him? What I do is I actually finish the entire project first. And then I go back and fake parts of the project that I remember. So if I'm like, oh, this part of the project, there was a bug and it was funny. And then I script that into my video. And then I go back into Unity and I recreate that bug. My entire video is scripted. So that's how I make the recorded parts of my video. There are parts that are actually streamed, which sometimes I'll use. But, like, for the most part... Yeah, I'll go for it. Oh! You think OBS recording is taking up 2 space? Thanks for the tip. Okay, there's also a few other ways that people record their footage for, like, game devlogs and stuff like that. Sometimes they'll come across something funny that they're like, hey, this could be put into a video. Then they'll press the record button and then show what is funny and could be put in a video. What Sebastian Lang does, very, very good Unity developer. Honestly, I'd recommend watching him. He's so good. A lot more technical than my channel, though. What he does is he uses Git version controls, if you know what Git is. And he'll just go... every time that there's a... every time he makes changes to his code, or there's something funky, like a bug with his code, he'll do a new save in Git version control, and he'll put in the description what was funny there. And then he'll go back through those old versions and... yeah, he'll go back through those old versions, then go and record those. What are your recording options? Because I'd record a 2-minute video and it end up being 15 gigabytes in size. You know, recordings are big, but dang. Okay, a 2-minute video should not be that big. So, in if I'm assuming you're recording with OBS or something that's built on top of OBS. Ideally, if you're recording for a YouTube video, you want to set your bit rates to, I don't know, somewhere, I put mine around 10,000. You can do it lower or higher depending on what you want. But like, I assume if your videos are 15 gigabytes, you're either recording raw or you need your bit rate to be lower. Oh, I wanted to get out of there. Opinions on V-Stamper versus Nouveau Stamper? Nouveau Stamper feels better in solo queue. Honestly, I don't see one as better than the other Korra. I think that both of them are very good at fighting. I do think that, well, because of Burst Bomb, V-Stamper is probably a little bit better at fighting, whereas Nouveau Stamper is a little bit better at staying alive. And then also Nouveau Stamper has the ability to hold its ground a lot better because of Crab Tank, which I like for solo queue because randoms don't know how to hold their ground. Yeah, you'll check because 450 gigabytes an hour is quite bad. Oh my! Okay, what? With 450 gigabytes an hour, that makes me think you're recording raw footage. So I'm just gonna go through my OBS settings and, like, say what I have for recording. My recording format is .mp4. If you're recording for YouTube, you always want to be recording in .mp4. Otherwise, you can get artifacting. Video encoder... well, video encoder doesn't matter. Rate control... in my encoder settings, my rate control is constant bitrate, or CBR. My bitrate is 10,000 kilobits per second. And then the rest of that doesn't really matter for storage size. But that sounds like you're recording raw footage for 450 gigabytes an hour. I think even when I generate optimized media, which is decompressed footage where every single frame is its own file, that does not take up that much space. Oh, I missed! I missed! Dang, that's double the amount of storage on my computer. Yeah. I mean, I used to have only a 512 gigabyte SSD, and that thing, I had to keep deleting, like, every single game on my computer every time I edited a video. Just because, like, there was no storage. When you're, like, generating optimized media and stuff like that, that stuff takes up a lot of space. And 512 gigabytes is not enough for that, especially when you're going through like 3 hours of footage. Oh, we almost won there. Oh, wait. Wait. Ali, is that you? Wait, is that you? I'm just noticing. Discovered you today, and you have to thank YouTube for putting video on your homepage? Yo, thanks, Smoke. I appreciate it. It's nice just to see, like, how many people actually get to see my videos now. Ah, I didn't get a sharking spot. I'm almost out of crab. I need to stay alive here. Oh, nice flick. Okay, I need to look at this. RGB 32. Okay, yeah, that's correct. Oh, wait. Technically, it should be RGB 24, technically, because you don't need an alpha channel. But, RGB 32 is fine. 600... Wait, 600-bit audio? Sorry, Hey, Astro, you own a pet? No, my landlords won't let me. I wish I owned a pet. I need a pet at my desk to, like, just, like, scratch its head while I'm editing videos. I need to back up. I need to keep this crab. Yo, Asher, how old are you? Not old enough to be your grandpa, I can tell you that. Not even old enough to be your dad, probably. Although it depends how old you are. I mean, if you were like 1 or 2, then maybe I could be your dad. Okay, I need to look at your recording settings. 60 FPS, 16... I don't know what that 16 stands for. I presume that's 600-bit audio. For audio, you only need, like, technically 160. I do 320-bit, though. But, like, that's not the thing that's taking up 450 gigabytes of space. Let me just quickly take care of this. 16-bit stereo, okay, 16,000 bit rate shouldn't be doing 450 gigabytes a second. Or 450 gigabytes an hour. I would honestly love a Splatano with a projectile range that matches the Jet Squelcher. I presume that's sarcasm, Cora. I presume that's a lot of sarcasm. You were in my last game too, by the way. I may as well open up a party, Ali. If you're gonna be stream sniping me. Alright, chat. Oh, that... I'm messing up all my buttons. You know the drill. Hopefully. And if you don't know the drill, you probably don't know this game then. Lol, get sniped successfully. I didn't know that I was a big enough creator to get stream sniped in a game that none of my audience has played before. Let's get 1 million subs, yeah! I'll give this a minute. Yo, Astro, you up for streaming some golf after this? Probably not streaming golf. We'll see. Depends how long this stream goes. Maybe I'll play some golf. And maybe I'll give you the chance to take the trophy away from me. You're on a road trip and still on the road. Golf streams could go hard, not gonna lie. Yeah, IRL golf stream when? Golf! Why don't I use Twitch, man? There are a few reasons why I don't use Twitch for streaming. The first of which is my main thing is YouTube. My main thing is not Twitch streaming. Ads middle of the stream. I'm not even monetized. How are you getting ads? And so the thing is, my whole big thing is doing YouTube, and so I want to keep all of my content on YouTube. Although I could still stream on Twitch, even though I'm doing YouTube, but another thing is I actually strive to keep my content family friendly, so YouTube is actually a very good platform for that, whereas Twitch is a 13+ platform. In addition, I actually started streaming because I realized that the more content and more videos I make, the more the rest of my videos get recommended, which is why I've been popping off recently with subscribers. So if I instead stream sometimes, then that helps to make the rest of my content get recommended to people more. So it was a little bit of a strategic decision as well. Man, went from 0.9 to 4.8k since the last time I was here, like a few days ago. Probably so popularity probably can't remember me. Here's the thing, like, if I was Zinthbeats, I would remember you perfectly in like the messages you sent. He is insane at that, at remembering his audience and like getting to know them. I can't do that. And like, I'm pretty sure like it runs in my family that we just suck at remembering people. Remembering faces, remembering names, like, it's so difficult for me, and I feel so bad every time I forget someone's name or I forget someone. I do remember your username, though, Step Forward. That's about the only thing that I can recall, though. I do remember that username being in chat at some point. Let's get it! Someone subbed! Let's go! Huge! You'll realize this time I did not set the title to streaming until I hit 5k. I did not set the title to that because I don't remember. Yes, I do remember you, Zen. Zen, you had the idea for... Which idea was it? I need to go back to my doc. You have something in my video ideas, content ideas, full... chat makes a game, yeah. Probably by tonight, though. Yeah, it very much could happen by tonight. I mean, even though, like, with this insane growth, I have had days where, like... I have, like, had, like, very little growth for, like, a day. But then, like, the next day, it's, like... Yeah, like, 800 people subscribe the next day, so it... Yo! Okay, there's no one here. I want that cooler. Also, there's still just... Oh, that's not our... Oh, wait. Wait, we do have a cooler. I need to get that quick. It disappeared. And I died. Because I tried getting cooler. Dance Dance Revolution for the disabled when? We're getting there. We gotta do one step at a time. I already said next year I would do, Next year, I would do, what was it? A rhythm game for deaf people. Which I guess does count as, Dance Dance Revolution for disabled people. Oh, wait. He doesn't know. Okay, that was close. Good thing he backed up as well, because if he was going forwards and I was backing up, he would have killed me. Resubscribing so the number goes up. You gonna record your road trip and post it on YouTube? Do it. I think I said earlier in the stream, like, I think everyone should try YouTube at least once. Try making one video and see if you enjoy it. And that's it. Okay. You'll remember me as the Golfing God only if you beat me. I really need to find some way to pronounce your name other than PL46U3, because PL46U3 just doesn't roll off the tongue. We'll just call you, Plorf. We're just gonna go with Plorf. Oh, Plog. Alright, Plog. Booyah. Yeah, now we're sweeping through this. We've got the squad together. We got me on, man, we really had no Slayer weapons that game. Me as the, no one else can do it, so I guess I'm Slayer. Mabaru on support and cooler, Ali on backline, and then Alex was there as well. We had a junior. Yeah. Feeding time, lol. Wait, I'm Astronaut and you're Astrodwarf. Yeah, the difference between us is that you're taller than me. It's the only one I see. If we ever have, like, sword you know what? Someday, humanity needs to get, be so developed that we have, like, sword battles in space. Just like jousting, and then we'd have Astroknights. And it would be epic. Like, that needs to be a new sport. Jousting in space. Oh, no! Yeah, I was cornered there. Star Wars, no, but, like, no gravity in space. Was making an OS in Rust today. Oh, that sounds painful. It was going good until I thought about switching from VGA text mode to VGA graphics mode, and it broke. Just broke 6 hours later, you have nothing finished. Yeah, that sounds accurate. That sounds very accurate. Alright, I have a crab. I want to get onto their snipe. And somehow the aerospray shot through my armor. Space golf stream? I was the first astronaut? Yeah, and I was the first Astrodwarf. Even though there's now multiple Astrodwarfs on YouTube, I was the first one, and I will pride myself in that. You're recording your road trip on Sony Cybershot? No idea what that camera is, but cool. When y'all do too good and all I can do is point sensor spam, that is the life alley of a backline, not needing to do anything. When you need to do stuff, you feel like you're getting nothing done. We meet again, Astro. Dazzle Whisker, McStar Beamington the Third, the Quasar Coughing, Quokka, the Celestial Chuckles, and Galactic Giggles, Supreme Commander of the Cosmic Capper Brigade Grandmaster. Yes, that is me, and I want everyone in chat to refer to me as that from now on. Let's have a space battle. And humanity hasn't developed that much, but as soon as we have jousting in space and I can afford to do it, Astronite, we're having a space jousting battle. Space golf in Splatoon. Okay, now you're just putting buzzwords in chat together to make a message. If you're Astro Dwarf, then where's Astro Giant? I don't know. You'd think it'd be kind of hard to miss him. Stream idea, chat makes 2D space golf with a bit of Splatoon paint trails mixed. Space golf stream would go kind of hard, not gonna lie. What if that's the, chat makes a game, it's just, they just decide to make space golf. To be fair, next video I need to work on is, 2 Boss 2. No! I'm dead, yeah. He has a faster DPS with horizontals than me. How do you get your character to bob when you talk? I didn't know you could do something like that. It's a plugin for OBS called, like, Audio Move. Or, I think it's just called OBS Move, maybe. Something like that. And there's just a part of it called, the Audio Move plugin. Or, there's an Audio Move filter you can put on your microphone that moves other objects. Yeah. It's a plugin for OBS. I'm sure if you look up Audio Move OBS, you'll find it. I'm dead. I'm not dead? And this wiper didn't see me? Somehow I didn't lose to the wiper despite, like, blundering? Yeah, I sure make a multiplayer game or you can't do that? I've already done that before. Have you not watched my YouTube videos? I've done that, like, a lot of times already. Oh. Don't know what that guy's doing. That's fine. Ah, I lost crab. Bro's getting peer pressured by Danny? No, that's Danny's bit. I don't have to listen to you guys. I don't have to make everything that you guys say or you can't do that. Okay, I have crab. I need to pop crab. Let's go! That's a double! Okay, good. Teammates got that. Now I can stand here and win the game. Oh, I can hit him. Someone's flanking. Yeah, I heard that. Make a space platformer or you can't do that. It's... Now we're like or let me... I did the thing, now please let me out of the basement. You guys are like mixing me with like Danny x Doug Doug. Is that what my channel has devolved into now? Craziest collab anyone's ever seen. Oh. I was about to, like, top ropes him. Wow, that really just killed my crab, but I killed him, so does it really matter? Hardest collab since Marvel x Fortnite? Yeah, I will always lose to a wiper in a horizontal slash battle. I need to get a lucky poke on him. Otherwise, I don't fight him. We need Astrodorf X Among Us already? That was Grinch Simulator 2 and it sucked, which is why I didn't make a video on it. Despite spending an entire month developing that game. And if you think, whoa, a month, that's not that long to develop a game. Yeah, well, if you looked at my games, I typically spend like 2 days developing them. Oh, I actually really need a crab here. We need a hold. There we go. He already is Among Us. Yeah, I already am in Among Us. Let's go. The comeback's real, Ali. The comeback is real. Team was very annoying. They could insta-cap zone. Yeah. Now I'm going with a proper Slayer weapon. I mean, that weapon's at, like, the top of, like, every single tier list, Korra. Well, it's not at the very top, but, like, just because pencil exists, but, like... Oh, I didn't notice you switched. I thought you were still on Zap. I'm kind of just looking at chat, so... Especially the wiper? Yeah, I mean, the wiper was annoying because I was being stupid. Like... I was trying to fight the wiper with horizontal slashes just because he's so fast and hard to hit when he's hitting you. But, like, that's stupid to do because he can do the exact same thing, horizontal slashes, but his kill's faster. Zuko with 3 subs special power up goes burr. Have I tried the finals yet? It's really fun. No. I don't really think it's my style of game. As I'm sitting here playing a shooter. Just dropped to say you're an amazing creator. Thanks, pizza! Unfortunately for you guys, I don't plan on stopping making content anytime soon. Wait. Oh. Gotta make sure that I didn't just lob myself off the map. Is that the same wiper? No, it isn't. Lethal Company! I get Lethal Company requests probably more than anything else right now. Splatoon is really different in your opinion? You suck at it? Yeah, like... Splatoon is very different from traditional shooters. But that's not a bad thing. I also think this game is very casual friendly. Unlike every other shooter to ever exist. As much as, like, you might look at my gameplay and think, well, how is this casual friendly? I'm also playing at, like, top level of this game. I am at the highest rank in this game right now. So if you just started playing this game, you wouldn't be at this rank. Oh, that guy was squid bagging. Just wait till he finds out about that after. What do I do for a living other than YouTube? First thing, I don't make a living off of YouTube. I get $0.00 from this. In fact, it actually costs me money sometimes to do YouTube videos. But I edit YouTube videos for a living. Just not my own. I don't make money off of my own. I edit other people's YouTube videos. Yo, what's up? I saw your coding video and one, I like them too. I got some questions. Alright, fire the questions off. Warzone 2 cost 250 million USD to make. Opinions? My opinions on Warzone costing 250 million to make is that was what the CEO's wage was. And I'm kind of serious. That majority of the cost of developing a Call of Duty game doesn't actually go to the artist, but like I imagine a big well, I don't play Call of Duty much, so take everything I say with a grain of salt, but probably a lot of that number is actually like people's wages. Like some higher up executives making $10 million a year. Because to be frankly honest, they reuse most of their content. Uh... Could have bought at least 2 Big Macs with that amount, yeah. I need to catch up on these messages. Get the bros available for an LC stream, surely that'll go well. Yeah, and none of them will dox me, Ali. You know how many times that they've doxed me in front of you? I think it's like over 50 times. I'm still waiting for people to notice that I've been doxed playing Lethal Company. Surely none of them will say your full name. It's been done before already, multiple times, Ali. First and last name has been said in front of you. Do you use GitHub, or do you build your own Git server and not use Git at all? I don't really use Git at all. I find it more of a hassle than a benefit. And also, like, the games I'm making right now are small enough that it doesn't really matter to use a version control. Or, like, backing it up. It doesn't really make sense. Okay, I think I'm caught up on messages now. Oh, I've noticed, but I didn't know we're at a first name basis yet. So Ali, I don't care if people know my first name. Just generally, I don't want people to know my first name, just because I like having a distinction between people who know me IRL and people who only know me from Discord or YouTube. I like having a distinction there, and so that's why I don't tell people. I don't go telling people, hey, this is my first name, or even if you did know me IRL and you have been in a recording session for me, I actually say at the beginning of it, don't dox me, purely because I like keeping that distinction. You didn't read mine? Godot or Unity if you had to code an entire 3D game in it? I think Unity is better for 3D. There you go, I read yours. Oh, now everyone's sending messages again. You're spamming messages, so I have to read them. Oh, I feel bad when I don't read all of them. Oh, shoot, missed the first 45 minutes. Well, you're here now. Shoot, I was gonna watch. You're gonna switch to Bo. You don't like Explo on TC. You know, you're on Switch right now. What kind of PC do I have? I just have a laptop. It has like an RTX 2060 in it and like just a Ryzen 4900 HS. It's a Asus tough laptop that I bought refurbished for like $1,000 back when the 30 series was just coming out, so it was actually a really good deal back then. And I could probably sell it for a similar price now. You hope your channel can get over to 5K before the end of the century? Thanks. I don't think you'll be waiting 100 years, though, for my channel to get to 5K. I mean, you could. Something could go wrong with YouTube and it only comes back like 100 years later. That guy's sparking a lot, not a usual blaster player. Hey Astro, I'm talking to Astro. Yo, what's up? You're talking to Astro. Currently making a 3D model. Any tips? Patience. And one of the biggest like pieces of advice I ever got was learn to model with subdivision. Man, I really am not helping my teammates right now. So basically, modeling with subdivision, what it is you make a sort of blocky version of your model. If you're modeling a character, it's very boxy and low resolution. And then you add the subdivision modifier to it, if you're using Blender. And then you just adjust those boxes until it looks good. And you just model those big boxes so that it looks good. That way you're working with a lot less geometry that you actually have to adjust, and you can get higher resolution results. It'll make it so much easier to model once you get used to it. There are other things to know with like subdivision modeling. Like for example, you'll want to use edge. If you want a sharp edge, you'll need to use an... Yeah, I'm dead. If you want to have a hard edge somewhere, you need to you need to do a loop cut and drag it all the way towards the edge you want sharp. Just so that, yeah, for math reasons. But yeah. Have I used NVIDIA in a canvas before? I've seen it, tried it once. I was like, okay, I don't care for this. You're not getting into 3D stuff. You just force your friend. I think it's, if you want to make games, it's a good skill to at least know how to model in 3D. Oh wow, that was a lot of lag. I personally do not enjoy 3D modeling much. Sometimes I do, but it's rare that I do. So, it's at least nice, if you want to make games, it's at least nice to know how to make stuff in 3D if you mean make something simple. What game is this? This is Splatoon. I play this game competitively. It is Nintendo's competitive shooter. Basically, the whole premise of it is that your color of ink is good, their color of ink is bad. There's different modes, but basically you have weapons that shoot ink. They put ink on the ground and paint the floor. You can swim through your own ink, but you can't swim through enemy ink. I missed that. Yeah. Basically the premise. This is the mode we're currently playing on is tower control. So basically you have to stand on this tower until it gets to the end of its path. Not the most interesting mode, but... But yeah, basically, if you want to understand this game, the easiest way to understand it is my color of ink good, their color of ink bad. Do you think Destiny 2 is a good game? I think Destiny 2 is a really fun game. A while back on Epic Games, one of its DLCs was free, and I played through that entire DLC, and I thought it was a lot of fun. I just hate the multiplayer aspect of Destiny because there is a pay-to-win aspect to that, where, like, if you have better gear, you will win in the multiplayer aspect, and I don't think the multiplayer is that fun. I think, like, the campaigns are the fun part, like the solo stuff. That's my thoughts on Destiny 2. You suck at 3D modeling, you're better at animations, rather than code or 3D stuff. Hey! That's cool, too. Make animations. If you want to make a game, really lean into what you're good at. If you think you suck at coding or you don't want to learn, like, complicated stuff with coding, use, like, a visual scripting system. Both Unity and Unreal Engine have a visual scripting system. Opinions on Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't have opinions. I've never played it. What do you mean by play competitively? I've played in tournaments. Currently, I'm not on a team, though. I'm currently what's considered a free agent, where I'm not on a team, but I would be open to joining one. Boy, I do love Barnacle and Dime TC. Yeah, once they get past second checkpoint, the game's already over. You just don't know it, Ali. Astro hates Python. Yeah, I don't really like the Python coding language, but, like, Pygame... I imagine there's a lot of tutorials out there for it, because if I quickly go to ChatGPT... and I ask ChatGPT, hey, Chat, GPT, make me a game of Pong. If I just tell it to make a game of Pong, but I don't tell it what language or anything like that to use, what will it default to using? It will always use Pygame, for some reason. ChatGPT always uses Pygame, which makes me think there's a lot of tutorials available for it. And a lot of resources available for Pygame. Pygame isn't the best, but it isn't the worst. Yeah, I imagine it's somewhere like 3.js, where it's like, hey, if you use the game engine, you'd be able to work a lot faster and get better results. But if you want to learn how to code, Pygame's a good option. That's what I imagine where Pygame is sitting. You might get so popular you start getting bots in chat. Maybe. I mean, I already have gotten bots in my chat before. When I was, like, before I was even at 100 subscribers. I was playing Splatoon, and there was a few bots visiting. I mean, they were chill bots, though, so... doesn't really matter. Pygame is best for 2D, that's about it, yeah. Probably. I think it uses Pygame either because as you said, there's a lot of data about it, or because it's probably the simplest framework for game development. That, or it's like whenever somebody asks, "Hey, how do I get into making games?" That's the first. That's the biggest recommendation people make. Surprise! And there's my white belt! Let's go! Oh, that was crazy! Chill bots? Yeah, I mean, they were all Splatoon-themed bots, where it was like, Callie and Marie! And then they just both send the same message at the same time. It was like, that was it, and it was just like lines from like, that Callie and Marie would say, like, stay fresh! And they would just say stuff like that. And they were there for like 5 minutes, and then they left. Like, that kind of chill bots. Like, I've never had, like, a spam bot. Okay, I'm gonna crab on tower. Oh, we're almost at the end. You get bots at Twitch with one average viewer selling stuff. Oh, selling stuff like stream art, overlays, etc., etc. Okay, so it's something like the current situation with Discord, where there's a lot of bots on Discord that will, like, DM you, and, like, if you see that their profile is like, oh, I do art, and they DM you out of nowhere, you don't know them, you know it's a scam. Or they'll, like, point out your profile picture and stuff like that. Like, often it's just a scam. They're trying to... Honestly, I don't really know what they're selling. I just know the flags for it. Okay, I can't read chat right now. I need to focus up. Man, I'm doing decent this game. The ones in your chat always want your Discord. Let them cook, don't die. Too late, I already died. Making sure. That guy does not use crab tank. I can tell. He was only pressing the right bumper button. No, not me on the... Both of us are doing the same thing. We're just going for melee. Wait, there's a guy behind me, but I need to get on tower and I need to push this charger. Okay. That bought us a little bit of time. Got him. He's gonna shoot at that tower. Oh. Never mind. He's gonna miss the tower. Oh! Wait, he's goated. They're locked in as well. Chat is very silent. Yeah, I was very silent too. I was cooking. How many kills am I gonna have for this game? Because I am going crazy this game. Oh, wait. What? Oh, okay. I don't know what happened there. Oh! Okay, back to chat. You like Onions and Cold Bullet? You like Cold Bullet? I don't know. Don't really watch him. So, seen like one video before, but that was a long time ago. To learn a lang, should I learn what are pointer languages, object languages, and those things, or is that important? If you're learning a language for the first time, do a project with a language. Think of a project you want to do and just do that project. Don't worry about the specifics of a language, because you will learn that. 22 and 5, I got kind of crazy. Don't learn the specifics of a language, just learn to use the language by doing a project. That is the best way to learn it, and you will learn it practically then, rather than theoretically. Torp spam go burr. Torp spam do go burr. It is annoying. Unfortunately, what was their team comp? I thought they had a Zek. Oh, they had vacuum the whole time. Yeah, unfortunately, their comp didn't care that you were Torp spamming. How does the ranking system work in this game? It depends which ranking system you're looking at. There's 3 different ranking systems. You learn Python with a calculator project? Yeah, that's a good project. That's a very simple one to do. I personally started with learning C# with a game, making a game, which is more complicated, but I used the game engine, so that made it easier to learn. Quick question, how did I make the lens on my space helmet? What do you mean? Like, for the lens, if I think I know what you mean, what I did is I just took a sphere in Blender, rotated it 90 degrees so that the poles of the sphere were on the left and right side of the helmet, and then I just didn't extrude inwards. I just extruded the material inwards to make the visor. That's what I've done for both of my Astro models I have. Okay, what was I talking about? It was something I wanted to finish. How does the ranking system work in this game? Yeah. So there's 3 different ranking systems. There's the letter ranking system, which is like you start with C rank when you first join the game, and you can go all the way to S+, and then S+. It doesn't really go any higher, but you can get an extra number depending on how much score you have. Or like, you can go up to S+ 50, but that doesn't really make a difference. Basically, with the letter ranking system, you play games and you get a score added to your letter ranking system. So basically, you can be in C rank, and then you start with like 300 points, let's say, in your letter ranking system. And then when you win a game, you get a certain amount of points, and when you lose, you lose a certain amount of points. There's also something called series, which allows you to basically gamble more by spending points to do 5 games. And depending on how many you win, you get more points back than you would have with these games that we're playing, which is just 1 at a time. You always play against people in your same letter rank unless you're in a party. If you're in a party, you go against other people that are in parties. That's how the letter ranking system works. Now, there's another thing called Glico Power, which is basically for balancing trying to balance the teams within like every single ranking. Within letter ranking, X Power, stuff like that, Turf War, it'll use Glico Power to try to balance the teams so that it's still within the same letter rank, but like the teams aren't like favored in one side because the other side is like just a bunch of people that are amazing at the game but just haven't ranked up yet. So the Glico Power, you don't know what it is. It's just an arbitrary number that's stored on the Nintendo servers. But that's just used for balancing teams. And then there's X Power. When you get to S+, you unlock something called X Battles, which basically gives you a tangible number, like how good are you compared to other people. And X Power is basically purely calculated based on it's purely calculated based on what games did you win against what teams of people. You cannot play in parties in X Battles, though. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. The ranking system's a little bit more complicated than that, because there's multiple ranking systems, but that's the basic gist of it. You have a challenge, try to make a game in Roblox? I don't really know if I care to make a game in Roblox. If I were to make a game in Roblox, why wouldn't I make one and just put it on Steam? Hey Astro, do you have a favorite code editor? If yes, then what is it? Yes, by far, Sebastian Lag. And, like, it's not even close. Like, he is my favorite. So good, goes very in-depth into projects he does. He does really cool stuff. And, like, he's just really chill. He recently did an entire chess tournament where there was restrictions on the chess bots you can make, where they had to be a specific size, and, like, it was really cool, and he did a video on, like, all of the top bots. Well, not all of them. Some of them were bottom bots, because one person just made a chess bot that just played Bad Apple. Which was funny. But yes, if you want technical and, like, really chill videos on, like, really cool topics, then, like, topics in coding, then, like, Sebastian Lag is awesome. Friend of yours made his own rendering system? I've done that before as well. I did it for, what was it? I think I was in grade 11 coding in C#. On the CPU, I wrote my own rendering system for, like, and I had my own normal map format that I created with images so that I could, like, add like fake lighting to all of my 2D games I had to make in that class. And it was really cool. It was a fun project. Very mathematically heavy though. You should go back to Zap. We need support. Honestly, we're in opens. It's fine. In grade 11? Yeah, in grade 11, I wrote my own rendering system. I'm graduated now. Keep in mind, when I was in grade 11, I skipped grade 9 and 10 coding because I was too good. I'll say that. I was too adept with coding that I just skipped grade in 9, 10 grades of coding. Because I knew what they would entail and I knew it would be boring. Like, I had been coding for years at that point. I had been making games and, like, made really complicated projects. Like, I made when I was, like, in grade 9, I want to say, I made a project where you were a shadow on a wall and, like, you could traverse the walls. It's hard to describe. You traverse... It's hard to describe, but, like, it's a very complicated project that was, like, cool. And then I never finished it. Thank you for the game idea. Go ahead. I never actually finished the project. I just made, like, the movement controller, the graphics, stuff like that, and then, like, the shader graphics, and it was fun. At that point, I was just making stuff for the sake of making stuff that was cool and hard. That would be neat to remake that for a video. Maybe. I don't know how good of a game it would turn out to be. Your high school doesn't let you skip classes like that. If you want to say computer apps 2, you have to do computer apps 1. Ooh, yeah. I mean, to be fair, there was only one reason I got away with it. And that's because I talked with, first of all, our guidance counselor, and second of all, I also talked directly with the teacher about that, if that was okay. Because, here's the thing, like, I had made more complicated programs than we had even made in, like, grade 12. In our grade 12 coding class. I had already made more complicated programs than that, and I could prove it. I had made cool stuff. And so I didn't want to be wasting my time with doing a class that was copying and pasting code and that I would learn nothing from. And so I talked to him and he let me skip the first two levels of the course. You asked, both the gifted and guidance counselor said nah. Sometimes that happens. I guess it depends on the high school, depends on the guidance counselor. There was a class I did choir in grade 9 for the entire for the entire year, and the guidance counselor refused to give me the credit for the course, despite me being there every single day for the class. So, yeah. In high school, I accidentally deleted the payroll system. How do you do that? I'm sorry, what? I mean, I know high schools are notorious for having really bad security, but, like... I took a game programming in 8th grade, and, which is like 9th grade in the USA. I think all we did was Scratch. Yeah, that sounds accurate. The thing is, in grade 11, I actually did learn stuff. I never knew what a class or a struct was in C#, which is like fundamental to C#, and I never knew what that was. Because I was programming in Unity, and it just generated all that stuff for me. You just make a mono... it just defaults to a mono behavior class, and like it just writes all that code for you. You just write everything in the update and start functions. So like I never knew what classes were. And so like grade 11, despite it being like, yeah, it was really easy for me because I had been programming for years at that point. It was really... I learned some stuff that made my coding way better, which is why I could build my own rendering system that ran on the CPU. Maybe you can make a sampler video of the project that you did to grow as a programmer if you still have them. I can't. Like, the computer I made all that on had like 200 gigabytes of storage on it, and it was like, at this point, it's like a 24-year-old computer to this day. That was what I did all my programming on, and so, like, I had to delete all my projects if I wanted to make a new one. I know, like, I didn't have a hard drive or, like, anywhere to back up my stuff, so I just deleted it. You doxed your school's internet router before? Okay, like... If I quickly look up what's my IP address and I send that, that doesn't count as doxing myself because your IP address is randomly generated pretty much every, like, so often. I'm not saying to do that. And honestly, like, doxing your school's router isn't really a thing because it's a public place. My high school does not know how Windows works. They can't right-click in File Explorer to make a new file, which you have to do in numerous classes to open apps. Just one click, not two. You hate it. Aw. Yeah, I've experienced that before. You're a bad student in high school. You just had fun giving him personal headaches. Honestly, I was a bad student in middle school, I think. I think I was, like, the worst student in middle school. You mess with the school's print jobs and the phone's hold music. Honestly, messing with the phone's hold music is funny. I like that. And then just set it to, like, Rickroll everyone. That's actually funny. Why do people say double-click when you only need one click? It depends what you're clicking on, Cone Fury. So, if you're clicking on your, something called your taskbar on Windows, which is your bottom bar, or it might be on the sides if you're a psychopath, yeah, you only need to click those once, but if it's a shortcut, like on your desktop, then you have to double-click it to open it. Or you press right-click and you press open. So that's 2 clicks anyways. Barnacle and Dime is annoying, not gonna lie. Honestly, I like Barnacle and Dime. It's fun to fight on. But yeah, it is very snowball-y. The base your base sucks, but like mid is awesome. Like mid is one of the top tier mids in the game. Just entered Georgia? Are you on you're on that trip right now? Oh. Can I answer your question before? I'd really like to know my opinion on that. Could you send that question again? I don't remember what it was. Or maybe I just missed it and I don't see it in the recent messages. Seems like a highest viewership on stream. Wait, 25? Yeah, you're right. I wasn't even looking at that. Yo, welcome here, everyone. I'm Astro. Splatoon. Great onboarding. Wrote an echo skip that kept opening 4K tabs that they closed it and logged out. You, in fact, did not and left it running Friday until Monday. Keep in mind the servers only had 256 gigabytes of RAM. Yeah, that's called a batch. That's called a batch script. Oh. That's a batch script. And yes, I did that to my school computers when I was in middle school because guess what? I was the biggest troublemaker in middle school. I was a terrible student. You've spammed messages on people's computers through the Wi-Fi network. Man, I feel like that's how it starts. In middle school, maybe like early high school, you're just a troublemaker with coding and then you turn into a great programmer, right? Is that just how it's supposed to go? I'm probably gonna die here, but... Well... And we're gonna jump right there. What's the difference between college and high school coding? They both seem to start at very basics. So high school coding starts even further down the line than college coding does. Like high school coding, you'll start with Scratch in like grade 9. And so that's like where high school coding starts, but like college coding starts at... We'll start actually with physical code most of the time. But like still at a very low level of, hey, we're starting with Hello World scripts, and you do that for the first year. But college, because you are focusing on doing coding, will actually get to be at a higher level of coding by the end of it. You'll do a higher level of coding. Whereas high school, everything is copy and paste, which I hate about the coding class. To learn coding, you should not copy and paste code. And that does not teach you how to code. Which is why I hated grade 12 coding class. Grade 11 coding class I was okay with because my teacher was awesome and he just let me like do my own thing. Okay, here's the question. Should I first learn the basics of a language or just make a project and learn everything while working on a project? Honestly, just work on a project. That's how I learned all of the programming languages I know how to program in. It's just working on a project and then you research like different aspects of what you need to know. And like that's... Because that gives you a more practical way, that gives you a more tangible way to understand what everything does in the programming language. Not to mention, it gives you practical applications for it as well. Not to mention, you're not wasting your time learning something you're never going to use. A lesson you've learned from experience is that you should only copy code you understand and know how to modify. Yeah, that's fair. But even then, like, I'll still write out the code in my own way at that point. It's like, okay, yeah, this is how the code's written out, but I can organize it better. Or like, hey, this is... Or I can rename the variable so it's more consistent with everything else I have. Well... I should have checked who was jumping first. Okay, have you ever had that experience where you're about to fall asleep and discover how to fix the bugs? Yes, I have experienced that all the time. It's called your subconscious. That's how it works. That's why when you a lot of people recommend when you're having problems with code, take a break, is because your subconscious is still working on the problem, even though you are not actively working on that problem. You're learning C#? Sweet. C#'s a very good language. It's very useful. I still use it to this day. It's what I first started with, and yeah. If I do any of that in my Italian school, they'll probably need to shut down the school for a month with how bad Italian schools are about informatics stuff. And honestly, like, in Europe, they're a lot more conscious of security. Luca. Generally. Like, in American schools, they are notorious for, like, being able to access any information you want on the school servers, just because of how bad they are with security. Gotta duck out of the room now? Alright. Thanks for the games, Mabaru. What's the most efficient coding language? I don't know. If you wanted efficiency, you're gonna be using a low-level coding language, so you're gonna be using, like, assembly. But the thing is that assembly sucks, so more ideally, you'll be using C++, which is a higher-level coding language, but still considered low-level compared to modern coding languages. C++ is probably the best if you want only efficiency. You hate using C# in Unity as you can't change the text? What do you mean can't change the text? If you learn C#, does that mean you've learned C and C++? No. Not at all. Like, C#, the reason I think C# is great, and I also think it's amazing for beginners, and I think it's amazing beyond that, is because you don't have to do memory management. Like, with both C and C++, you have to do memory management. My high school grading course is actually pretty good because it is really... but it feels really slow for me, despite not having used code before. It's weird because I look at other students and they're all still working. Yeah, like... That's the thing. Like, coding courses have to be slow. That's why having personal projecting classes is so important with coding. Like, because you have to go at the speed of the slowest student. And you're trying to get everyone to understand the code, but sometimes it's just hard. Sometimes it is just like learning another language, and it's hard for some people to understand. So, like, Game Resident, like, if you have extra time, work on a personal project. You will learn so much more than in the class if you work on a personal project. And also, like, that gives you something, like, that may give you actually extra marks because you're going above and beyond and doing extra work. If your teacher doesn't allow you to... Okay, I thought I heard someone. If your teacher doesn't allow you to do extra projects, ask them why, because, like, extra projects are such a good way of learning. Okay, anyways, rambling. Oh, cool, I see there will be C++ on some informatics manual I downloaded. Honestly, C++ is a very popular programming language. Very useful. Unreal Engine uses it, which is very nice if you want to make games, considering how good Unreal Engine is. What are my opinions on programming courses on YouTube? I don't know, don't use them. I think, my personal opinion on any sort of tutorials on YouTube is that you are your own best teacher, so try to do it without a tutorial. Sometimes I do look at tutorials, because it's like, hey, for Unity, how do I do post-processing? Because I don't know any of those steps. I'll look at a post-processing tutorial. But if I'm learning, like, hey, like, how to make like, an entire game, like, tutorials are... It's much better if you learn yourself. How did I learn C#? I decided to make a game, and I just did all of the research before the game for, like, the individual parts of it. Like, how do I do this? How do I do that? I just research every individual part of it, and that way I understand every single part of the code. Man, I'm having a hard time keeping up with chat. Unity sucks if you want to render a bunch of parts at the same time. It depends. It depends what you mean by that. If you mean lots of objects, not really. You just need to make sure that you're being efficient with it. Like, Unity has a lot of optimization, tools for optimization. It's just that most people don't know how to use those optimization tools. Like, for example, baking your lighting in, using static objects. How many times have you done that with making a game? Probably never. But, like, those are important, and Unreal Engine uses that as well, just Unreal Engine is more automated with that, and Unity is more flexible with that. Not to mention, Unreal Engine has, like, some secret sauce up their sleeve, and you can only use it if you have, like, a GPU that supports DirectX 11. Oh. Just wanted to hop on here and say you're doing a great job with vids. You'll reach 100K in no time. Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the videos. Should you learn what are variables, ints, functions, and those things? You made your code using them without knowing what they are? Okay, allow me to quickly teach you. Variables are just information. If you say... Variables are just a way of storing information. That's it. So, like, if you want to store a number, you have a number variable. Let's say you want to do a bunch of math, but you want to save a number for later. Because you need to use it multiple times, you have a variable for that. Variables are just information. An int is an example of a variable because an int stands for an integer, or a number that doesn't have a decimal place. That is what an integer is. You have strings as well, which a string is just text. That's all it is. A string is just text, so you could say hello world in there, or hi mom, or just any random number of characters. Functions. I presume you've already written code before. You've probably done, like, console.println hello world. Or something like that. Maybe more complicated than that. What functions are, is they allow you to organize your code more. So when you have code that you're running, or math that you're doing in your code to execute something, a function allows you to organize that by putting some of that code somewhere else, and then you only need to write one line of code to run all of that code. And maybe you need an example for that. Maybe it's harder to explain without actually seeing it. What is the lore of my character? I designed him for a 3D modeling course, and he just kind of stuck around. You love stumbling across people who crush with Splatana. It gets me hyped to use the weapon when I enter a match and immediately get destroyed. Splatana's hard. Specifically, like, Stamper. It's hard. I wish I was good at it. Understood, yeah. And maybe you'll need to look up some examples, Luca, to fully understand it. And I'm sure something like W3 Schools is a very useful tool for that. Man, I messed that up. Debug.log hello world, that's Unity. Most programming languages don't use debug.log. Most of them, it's console.log or something like that. Console.log is JavaScript, though. Console.writeLine is C#. System.print, I think, is Python. I'm trying to remember all of the all of the console writing commands. For those who know absolutely nothing about coding, Code Academy is a nice start. I wouldn't know. But, hey, If you're struggling with coding and struggling to just get started with it, maybe try it out. Python is print text. Okay, so maybe system.print is C++. I don't know. Your first program was a simple text turn-based RPG. Honestly, something like that, like Oregon Trail sort of thing. Or actually, what I see a lot of lessons do is a... Man, I'm trying to go for melee kills too much. I need to space out more. Okay, finally got that guy. He was ratting. System.print sounds like Java? I wouldn't know. I use C# mostly. I missed him? Nice. Our double stamper is going crazy right now. Man, we really need like 2 more stampers and we'd have 4 swords adventures going on. Yeah, double crab! Yeah, bully children, let's go! Oh, I shouldn't have spaced him out. That was a mistake. Ah! What is my opinion on YouTube courses that explain code itself, computer science concepts, instead of how to make stuff with code? It depends what you're going for. If you are going to learn coding to, like, actually be in the industry and stuff like that, then maybe that will help a lot. But if you just want to make cool stuff out of coding and just want to learn coding for fun, go with the stuff that teaches you how to make stuff. It'll be so much more fun. You'll get results out of it, and it's more practical. You're not wasting your time learning stuff you're not going to use. Oh, nice shot. C++ is STD count if you haven't imported the entire library. You see, you can tell how much I've used C++. I've used, like, the Arduino library with it, and that's about my experience with C++. Yo, sword. My teammate's going crazy on the sword. I feel bad that I'm running sword now. He's doing much better than me. Yeah, that was a terrible crab. That was a terrible crab. Java system.out.println. Oh, I actually remember that now. System.out.println. I actually taught someone how to do Java a long time ago when I was in high school. And I actually remember doing that for first project was console projects. C is printf. Yeah, that sounds vaguely familiar. Just to know when I'm in my main function, I use another function. How do I need to declare the variables, etc.? Okay, so any variables you declare inside a function will stay inside of that function. If you're working with a programming language that has syntax, where you have curly brackets to, hi Moby, welcome here, sorry. If you have curly brackets that indicate the span of a function, or a loop, or anything like that, then a variable that's declared inside of those curly brackets will only stay inside of those curly brackets. So, if you declare a variable outside of a function, any function can use that variable, but any variables that you declare inside a function, only that function can use it. Oh. How do you need to declare variables? So, yeah, that's basically it. You need to declare variables before you use them in your code, and it needs to be inside the scope of the function you want to use it in. Hey Astro, what's your age and name, and also my IP address, let me guess. Not like I want to dox you. That's exactly what I was thinking when when I initially heard that message. Age, not old enough to be your dad unless you're like 2 years old. That's about it. That's all I'm gonna tell you. What's my name? Astrodorf. That's all you need to know me as. Because anything beyond that is parasocial. Woo! Okay, I should have died to that blaster, but, I should have traded that blaster. Is talking to me right? Is it wrong to talk to you, Astronite? 20 to 30 is fair? Yeah, somewhere within, like... somewhere within 0 to 199. I'm somewhere in that age. Or we could call you Astro Dazzle Whiskers McStar Beamington the Third as the Quasar Coughing Quokka Celestial Chuckles and Galactic Giggles Supreme Commander of the Cosmic Capyra Brigade Grandmaster, etc. Yeah, you can also call me that. I actually prefer that. Acknowledge Moby? I already did. I said welcome here, Moby. Sorry. I don't need to acknowledge him 1,000 times. Actually, I should have checked who was jumping there. If it was the wiper, I could have traded. You're gonna guess 28? You're 1 month years old. Oh, 1 million years old. Never mind. Alright, cool. Maybe one of these days, I just need to run a poll, like, asking people, I just need to, like, ask my entire chat, like... what you think personal information about me. Like, what do you think my name is? And how old do you think I am? And see what the most popular answer is, and then lore-wise, that is now the official answer. Man, I'm glad this Stamper's been sticking with us. He's been going crazy. Well, I got 2 kills with it. I didn't control any space, but I got 2 kills, so worth it. Better than I do with Trizuka. Actually, that's not entirely true, but... Nah, I tried for it. You think my name is Alex, man. Yeah, my name's Alex, you got it. First name Sun, last name Zoo. Yeah, I quoted myself in one of my videos. If you get the reference, you get it. I can't believe I just referenced one of my own videos. Actually, I have done that in a public place before. I'm trying to remember, like... Because there is a... I have quoted myself before in normal conversation. I'm trying to remember what the quote was. Make Astro Company? No. Or maybe I'll just make a completely unrelated game to Lethal Company. I'll call it Astro Company. Neil and 82 years old. That's my headcanon? Alright. Alright, I'm gonna start making a poll off screen. Google Forms. Switch it to my YouTube account. Alright, I'm making a blank form now. Short answer. What is Astro's name? Add question. How old is Astro? Where's number? Can I not do a number input? I'll do a linear scale. 1, 2... Oh, you can only go up to 10. Alright, I'll get to that later. But why can't you do a number? I thought you used to always be able to do a number. Okay, short answer. Alright, short answer for my age. Why is there not a number? I'm still flabbergasted by this. I thought there was always a number input. Alright, back to it. Next question. How tall is Astro? Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna do ranges for everything. Except for the name one. Oh yeah, you're right, Allie. Bitrate John. I thought you were... I thought you were talking about the stream. I saw the username. 3-4. Okay, option 1 for how tall is Astro, 4'6" to... Oh no, the bomb! How you have 5k subs? I don't have 5k subs, that's how. Okay. Alright. How tall is Astro? 4 foot 8 inches. Oh wait, no. We can start with 4 foot 6 inches to... Let's say 4 foot 10. And then for 11 to 5'3". Trust me, very interesting things are going on off screen. And then 5'4" to... For clarity and consciousness, I'd say you have 5k subs. You see, I only consider it 5k subs once I hit 5k. To be honest, 5k is not too generous, so rounding up is very accurate. That's true. Okay. Okay, sweet. I have more time to work on the pole. 5'9" to what? 6 feet? And then 6 foot 1 to 6'5". And then just 6'6" plus. Alright. How old is Astro? We'll do multiple choice. We'll do 13 to 15, 16 to 18, 19 to 21, And at this point, I can start making it wider. 22 to 25. 25 to 30. Or 30 plus. Okay, now I can read chat again. 4,880 subscribers is wild. Yeah, it is. Do I have a Discord? Yes, it's linked in the description of the video. Dwarfism is a position. Yeah, I know what Dwarfism is. I've already seen this copy pasta. You'll probably have 5K soon. You had 4.6K yesterday, and I have 4.8. Yeah, it actually could very possibly happen today to get to 5K. You will have 100K to end the year. I won't say no to that. It is possible. My disciples, my theory is one true theory. He is he is in truth a petite Chinese grandmother. That is true. I do have amazing cooking. Where are you posting link? Once I'm done this form. Alright, what other questions do I need? I have, what is my height, what is my age, and what is my name? As much as I could do, what is my IP address? That one's not very interesting. Gender? I'm... let's just add in, how many left arms do I have? It'll be a funny one to throw into there. Alright, maybe I just need to run in and die. Someone get on tower! Man, I got shredded quick. Okay, I need... Oh, okay. Country/planet would be good. Country is a very obvious one, because it literally says on my YouTube channel what country I live in, and I cannot change that. His gender is a Toyota Corolla 1999. Actually, no, my Pinterest account says that it's a attack helicopter. Yes, I do have a Pinterest account. Don't ask for it. I have a Pinterest account because I had to have one because I was on student council in high school. And for some reason, they decided to use Pinterest for everything. Man, I am just being spammed with stuff. Alright, let's send this. Once I die. New question, what is his Pinterest? Man, I am having problems with this team. They're just spamming subs. Just so much chip damage. This is what it feels like for them to have lots of bombs and for us to have none. I don't like the feeling. You had a mistake in one of your videos. Showed you up IP address, which had 4 numbers, but one of them was 345, which is impossible because it said IP address. Hey, if you didn't notice, the IP address was 1234567 8. The thing is, I actually did have, originally just had a randomly generated actual IP address, but I was like, I probably shouldn't do that because someone might actually think I'm doxing someone. And so I put a fake IP address in. That was obviously fake because it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Man, this is an unforgiving team. All they're doing is throwing sub-weapons. I also just realized why it felt so bad, despite them having, like, so many sub-weapons and us having none. I'm the only weapon that can fight people. We have 3 backlines and me. Just have the pad to spot to input an image / text box for visual description. No, I'm not gonna add a spot to put a file in. I can imagine that going wrong very quickly. Okay, copy. Copy. There we go. There you go, enjoy. Enjoy the form. Esther got exposed for doxing. I literally did not dox. I literally did not dox anyone in my video. I made up a character called Bill who, contrary to popular belief, your friends do not actually call you Billy. I made that character up. And he works at his local Wendy's in Wisconsin. Okay, I see results coming in. It seems fairly split so far, except on the name. For some reason, all of you guys think my name starts with a letter J so far. We have 5 responses, and every single one of them starts with a letter J. And for some reason, 40% of you think I'm 13 to 15. And yet I've talked about in grade 11 coding class. Oh wait, no, that's not 13 to 15. The 30 plus color on the pie chart is the exact same as the 13 to 15. You guys think I'm 30 plus. Never mind. As some of you are smart enough to know that, yeah, I've said I'm graduated. There's so many people here? Yeah, there are. Gonna hop off Splat for now. Thanks for the games. Alright, thanks for showing up, Ali. Alright. We know you're 57. Very specific. Oh, wait, yeah, that's actually fair. How many left arms do I have? 0, 2, 3, 4 plus. Okay, we're just going to, update the quiz. Is this the exact same link? No, it's not. Yeah, we're just gonna update the quiz. So, yeah, we got a new quiz now. Ooh, 2 people said that my name is James. And 1 person says your local petite Chinese grandmother. And there's King Astro the 16th. Okay. Justin, Noah, Joe Mama. Oop, got him. King William. What's the Splat pool called? It's sub 2 Astro. Like, sub number 2 Astro. That's the pool code. Bye, Astro. Hey, thanks for showing up, Liam. Have a good day. Okay, the consensus is that I'm between 25 and 30 years old. I see. And the consensus seems to be that I'm, like, around the I'm like 5 foot something seems to be the consensus for how tall I am. Interesting. Interesting information. I'll let this cook for a little bit. Asher, you're not reading my messages because you hate me? No, because there's so many of you chatting, and I'm going between looking at this quiz, playing Splatoon, and looking at chat. There's so many messages I will miss. I am no longer have the average of like 6 viewers where I can read every single message. I really need to stop camping that guy's jumps. Help, I accidentally opened 2 tabs on this live and it got chaos. Bro's multitasking? Yeah, this is multitasking. This is streaming now. No, Astro hates us. That is true. I do hate specifically you two. But no one else. Everyone else I love. But you two, ugh, gross. We keep getting double Stamper on our team. I'm kind of down for it. Got the one-hit combo. And I missed the one-hit combo. And I got the one-hit combo again! Let's go! Oh, there's a guy behind us! What do you think is the best way to learn a programming language from zero? YTE websites, sorry, spamming 6 times. Honestly, it depends what programming language you want to learn, but generally I think it's just doing a project. Like, think of your own project you want to make and Google all of the individual aspects to make that project yourself. And now, you might think that that's a little intimidating to do that, so maybe you need to do a tutorial first to learn the tools you're going to be working with. And that's just fine. But if you want to learn, the best way to do it is to teach yourself. Which is why Googling is always a fantastic option. If you know how to Google individual parts and not Google how to make an RPG game. Or how to remake Earthbound. Help, you got the one-hit combo again twice? Yeah. The one-hit combo is something you do with a crab. Where, well, we don't have cooler, so I'm not going to be able to show it. And we've lost. Alright, GG. Alright, the amount of left arms I have is apparently 4+. Really? Really? In your personal experience, start with Code Academy until you start to see the possibilities of whatever you want. Learning on the way? Yeah. And everyone learns different. As much as I personally really thrived, I just realized someone's spamming responses. Yeah. Someone is, rigging the entire, quiz by spamming their one response over and over again. Man, 138 responses. Yeah, that sure seems accurate. Oh, really? Wait, who did? Not me. Man, I'm a little suspicious of you now. I really should have set this as 1 response per person. How do I do that? Some questions. Oh, settings. Do not request. Requires sign-in. Okay. Okay, now, how do I delete everything that I've collected so far? You know what? I just got skill issued. That's it. Have I tried HTML? Yes, I have made a game in HTML before, when I was in high school and, you know, coding on Chromebooks and all that. Great time. Because you're bored and, like... He didn't know I could turn my camera backwards. Alright, we hop on tower now. Wait, where's this leader? Oh, hey. He's one shot. Oof. Ooh, yeah, I messed up there. If I would have gone close instead, I might be able to do the one-shot on him. Nice. Oh, my bad, I responded twice. Someone responded like 100 times, so you're fine. This just goes to show you how good I am at, Google Forms. Okay, just making sure. Oh no, I almost killed him. Hello there, Destroyer. No, limiting to one response alley doesn't require email collection, it just requires people to be signed into Google. Man, fighting Clash Blaster is so much easier with this weapon than other ones. You just get close and they don't hit you. What should I make with my Arduino 3D printer? You made it? You made a 3D printer? That's awesome. I always wanted to do that. Email won't be shared, so you're good. Yeah. Like, I did update it to one per person, but I don't have, collecting emails enabled. So it just requires you to have a Google account, that's it. Oh, that was a sick flick. Oh, wait. He's gonna die in spawn, right? I'm gonna try to ignore that. No, I can't ignore them. Got the one-hit combo on him, but that was really laggy because he's from Japan. Oh! Just got an off an hour-long recording session, only realized half of it is a single frame. No! Oh no! That sucks. What were you recording for? To learn the very basics of a language, how to download a compiler, general functioning, make it work in other stuff and docs, etc. What should I use? I would recommend, first of all, trying to learn the language C#, and then you just use Visual Studio, and that will take care of all the compiler and stuff like that for you. You don't have to worry about compiling then. It was a good recording too as well. It was just a general recording for YouTube. Man, that sucks though. I've had it before when I've been recording, but I forgot to press the record button. How many responses do I have in the Google form? 160. About 100 of, probably 140 of those are from one person. Welcome here, XXYRO. No, I mean, should I use YouTube or websites or something else? Oh, like that. Not like the IDE you should use. You know what? I'll just say it. Start with something simple. Start with YouTube. It's easier to follow. And then after that, use websites and research all of the nuances yourself for a project you want to do. You've had Blender installed for years and have yet to get past the learning curve of it. Any tips? I was fortunate enough to learn 3D modeling in school. For learning Blender, I don't know, maybe like for any environment you're just starting off with, just start with a tutorial, even though I think like learning yourself is the best way to learn like pretty much anything. I think that for Blender, just like follow a tutorial, a simple one like how to model X, like how to model a washing machine or something like that. That'll teach you like some of the basic tools you need to know. And I think with 3D modeling, there are more like niche things. Unlike coding, where it's like, hey, if you need to know it, you can research it. Blender, you don't know you need it, sort of thing. Blender's a little bit different in that way, so maybe tutorials are a little bit better there. You told your friends that you were making a game, and the next day they said, is your game out on Steam? Like, bro, my god, fun script alone was 390 lines. Yeah, people who do not make games do not realize the sheer amount of time it takes. What's it with Flounder being in rotation? There's just so much stuff on the map. Like, people just start running so many AoE weapons, and it's used. Okay. Is Unity technically an IDE? No, it is not. It is a game engine. IDE stands for Integrated Development Engine, which basically means that you can create projects with it, compile code, manage projects, and stuff like that with it. It's basically a text editor and code compiler all in one. That's what it's meant to be. Actually, I can't push this. People think game dev is fast due to the Hollywood type stuff. Yeah, and also, game dev have gotten the bad reputation from a lot of, like, low-quality games as well. But yeah, like, game dev, because of, like, how consistently studios put out games as well, like, people think game dev doesn't take that long. Trying to go through chat, sorry. What's the hardware on your computer? Personally, I just have a Ryzen 5500, 16 gigabytes of RAM, RTX 2060, just a classic build. I mean, I have pretty much the same thing, but in a laptop. Except my processor has more cores. I have an 8-core processor, so I have a Ryzen 4900 HS. That was lucky. I should not have won that. They think if you want to make a game for the PS5, the file type has to be game.ps5. That's funny. Here's the thing, a game is not a dot something file. A game is never that. You don't have a single exe file and that's your entire game. That's not how it works. If it was, that would be terribly inefficient. It's 11:25 for you, so you're gonna head to bed? Alright. Have a good night. What was it? Plog. Yeah, Plog. Have a good night, Plog. You think compilers make the funny human code, for example, print hello world into binary and that sort of stuff? Not exactly. So I think a common misconception is that computers just read ones and zeros and that's all they do. That's not actually true. Like, yes, everything is stored in terms of information as a 1 and 0, but your computer does not read 001011010. It reads all of that at the same time because it reads all of that as one character. It reads a byte at a, sort of like a byte at a time. It doesn't just read a 0 and then a 1 and a 0 and it can tell what to do off of that. No, it reads 8 of them at a time and interprets that as one character because that's one instruction for it. And typically when you're compiling code, it doesn't actually compile it into that. It compiles it often into assembly. Into a low-level programming language that then gets runtime compiled on the CPU natively. Just swinging by real quick. Yo, welcome here, Inviced. All right. No, he had to jump. Yeah, I'm dead. Before I go, how many responses do I have on the Google form? 162. Most of them are from one person. Yo, welcome here, Gampus. You did it. You got to go now. Bye. See you, Advice. Alright. We have a big advantage right now. This... Oh, I thought there would be someone on that wall. I'm gonna go up here. No, I don't want... No, I lost my crab. Epic Splatoon Gaming, not gonna lie, you showed up during one of my worst games. Astro, did I see your question earlier? You had to leave? Maybe? I just got back. Did you see my question? No, I don't remember it. There's been a lot of chatting today, so it's been difficult to keep up and play Splatoon at the same time. I feel bad every single time I don't read a message, but at this point, I can't read every single message. It's just not feasibly possible. No, you're fine. If you send it again, I might be able to answer it. Oh, I didn't charge slash that. What should I program with my new smart fridge? I don't even know if you can program a new smart fridge because it's probably vendor locked. Oh. Now we're good, lol. I'm surprised you can even read these at all and play so well. Do you think I've been playing well? Allow me to say this again. I've said it many times before. I play this game competitively, and I am dying it a lot. I don't think I'm playing well right now, although half the time I'm looking at chat and the other half the time I'm actually looking at my game, so 50-50. Can I explain what memory management is? Compilers ECC and compilers ECCR. So I'll quickly answer this question, then I need to go to the bathroom and I'll be right back. What memory management is basically whenever you make a variable and stuff like that, you need to set aside a part of your RAM for that variable to be stored in. And then when you're finished using that variable, you need to make sure that your computer knows, hey, I can use this storage space again. It's not being used. That's what memory management is. So it's a little bit of a pain because you can have stuff called memory leaks. If you forget to go, hey, I need to release this variable. If you forget to do that, then you can have memory leaks and you have no idea where they're coming from. Where your computer keeps using more and more memory because it keeps creating a variable every single time you run a function, but it forgets to release it after the function is finished. So that's what memory management is. Compilers, ECC, I'm not 100% sure. I know what ECC memory is. It's error correction memory, which basically, if it gets corrupted, if your memory gets corrupted at some point, it can correct itself. It actively scans for that and corrects it. Welcome here, Blaze MC. Okay, I'm going to the bathroom. I will be right back in like 2 minutes. Enjoy funny dancing spaceman. Penewald, I caught you in the act. No stealing the moon for you. No, wait, I meant compiler and ECC standard for etc. But I'm stupid and wrote it in Italian. What is compiling? What does it do? Basically what compiling does, compiling code, is it takes your code that you can read and you can code in, and it turns it into something that your computer can run easier. Because guess what? Your computer does not know what to do with system.print line hello world. It doesn't know what to do with that if it just had only that. So a program runs that's called a compiler that turns that into basically a set of instructions for the CPU to run. That's what a compiler is. It's just a program that turns your code into code for the computer. There are some programs that are considered quote-unquote runtime compiled, which basically, as the program is running, it converts the current instructions that need to run into instructions for your CPU. JavaScript is an example of this. But yeah, that basically it just turns your code into something the system can read. Game jam? I actually have an idea for a game jam. I said I'd do it at 10k subscribers. I have an idea for a game jam, and it's not gonna require you guys to stay up for 3 days straight. I can say that. It's gonna be a lot less work than a normal game jam, but it's gonna be a lot cooler than a normal game jam. It's gonna be Astro's AI boxing match. I don't know what it's gonna be yet. I'm gonna create some sort of game that 2 bots have to fight each other, and you guys write the bot code for it. And that's gonna be my game jam, and it's gonna be cool. And we're gonna go on stream and watch them all fight each other. Astro, what should I make with my 3D printer and Arduino? Make a phone stand. That's a nice game jam idea. Honestly, I like it. I don't like traditional game jams. First of all, they're not very good for content. And second of all, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to ask someone to take 3 days off of doing anything else and just to make a game and, like, get, like, 4 hours of sleep a night. That's a lot to ask from someone, so I want to do something that's, A, more fun than that, and B, less work. No more brush? You know what? We'll do brush. We've been playing this for a while. Yo, we're at 4,900! We're only 100 away! What did we start the stream at? I'm gonna open up stream. Go to the beginning of stream. We started at, like, 850. Sweet. Okay, brush. What language would the bot be programmed in? C#, although it would be made for Unity, although I have a way of making it very simple that no matter what programming language you normally program in, it should be fairly simple to get into it, because I'm going to make sure that there's like, hey, here's a list of inputs you get, and you have to do this one output to do an action. You're not going to have to know anything about Unity, you're just going to have to know, like, basic coding stuff. Hey, Astro, what do you think about Godot? Good. Cool. So memory management is practically render distance in Minecraft? Not exactly. So basically, if you say, need to calculate, what is 5 plus 5? And then you need to send 5 plus 5 somewhere else. I'm doing brush things! Okay, okay, so 5... Oh, hey, it's Jelly. So let's say you need to do 5 plus 5. And then you store that in a variable. After you are done with this variable, if you don't release the variable, it will just stay in memory even though you're not using it anymore. That's what memory management is making sure you release that and you, it's called allocating, but like, you make room for the variables that you need. That's what memory management is. If you're programming something like C#, you don't need to worry about that, because that's something called a garbage collector, which means you don't need to do that, except with certain things. Almost at 5K, you deserve it, thanks! We've gotten like 50 subscribers this stream. HTML technically is not a coding language since it can't do math or variables. That's not what defines a coding language. HTML, I would argue, is a programming language. Even though that technically HTML is just XML. And XML is just a format for storing data. I am not doing very good with brush things. Oh. HTML alone isn't Turing complete. A programming language doesn't need to be Turing complete to be considered a programming language. You do not need... The thing is, like, me and my brother were actually talking about Turing complete the other day, and we were talking about Brain F, if you know what I mean by that, the worst programming language ever. I made the argument that it's not actually Turing complete because it only has access to 30,000 bits of data. That's it. So it doesn't actually classify as Turing complete because you wouldn't be able to get that 30,000 bits back with only itself. Yeah. Have I published any of the games you've made? Yeah, sure. I've done it on itch. I have an itch page. I published them there. Oh, I thought I could get off the ledge. You don't know how Pygame can be called a game engine? You make your own screen and stuff? You Astro Lore, he has a brother. Yes, I do have a brother. So Pygame is considered a game engine, it doesn't need its own UI to be considered a game engine. Basically, it just does all of the heavy lifting for you. Can I link your itch page? Yeah, I can link my itch page. Astro... Yeah, there we go. There you go. There's my itch page. Games are terrible on it. Because mostly I enjoy making YouTube videos more than making good games. And it seems that, It seems that, you guys are enjoying my videos despite not having good games. Ah. Do you know what digital logic sim is? Do you think it's helpful knowing the basics of logic games? I don't know what digital logic sim is. It sounds like you're reading a textbook right now, honestly. Oh, that was a nice bomb. Astro, any animes? No, I don't. Logic gates. Oh! Why would you learn about logic gates? That's, like, really advanced. I need them to jump and I have to stay on. Logic gates is like... Logic gates is like, how does a CPU work at a hardware level? Like, how do you put transistors together to make them do stuff? That is what logic gates are. You don't need to know that, unless it's talking about if statements, but if it is doing a very poor job of that. Because that's not what... That's, comparators, not logic gates. What's the best game I've ever made? Let me look at... It's probably a game that doesn't exist anymore. If I were to guess. One that got deleted a long time ago. I've been told that it's 2 boss. That is the highest response that people have ever gotten for a game that people wanted a sequel to it. Minute to Live is a puzzle game that is not explained at all. So that one I made for a game jam, but rushed and first game jam ever. Space Invaders, but it's Bomb on Battlefield is actually a little bit enjoyable. Grinch Simulator. Although, to be fair, like, 2-Boss, you need to host your own server for it because it's a multiplayer game. Grinch Simulator, again, you have to host your own server for it because it's a multiplayer game. Grinch Simulator was fun as well. But yeah, I don't think there's any of the single-player games I have right now. I don't think they're good at all. Isn't logic gates like AND gate, OR gate? Yeah, that's pretty much it. XOR, bit registers are in there. I'm just doing brush things. And the exact same thing happened again. He's gonna come up here. I'm gonna bomb him. Oh, how did he not die to that? You tried learning Malbolge? Hardest programming language ever. Worst decision ever. It's... I think you knew what you were getting into before you started. Anyways, my teammates are clutching it up despite me doing apps. Actually, no. Me running around, I distracted 2 people. You know what? Throw a bomb there. No! Blaze MC? That's not even a useful programming language. Like, you can't even really make anything out of that. As much as, yes, it's probably harder. Actually, it might not be harder because it's simpler. Because there's only like 3 instructions you can, or like 5 instructions you can do with it. Splatoon can be made as an indie game. Honestly, I don't think Splatoon is as complicated as people think it is. This game is not as fancy as you think. I could remake this game if I wanted to. That being said, the premise of this game isn't that complicated, but literally everything else about this game is complicated. All the stuff that isn't, putting Splatoon for CC, I'm not. The paint system is so cool. Yeah, basically all the paint system is there's a giant texture that spans the entire map, and then whenever you, paint the wall, it just checks, like, what your game does is it checks what is the UV coordinates of this part of the paintable wall, and then it just sets that part of the texture to... Oh, nice. It sets that part of the texture to be your color of ink. That's all it is. And then they do some fancy math on top of that to make it look more smooth rather than blocky, the texture. And then do some shading, normal math, stuff like that. Sincerely, I learned a bit of those, but that's because you were curious. I was interested in doing it because ALUs and Little Ram. Ah, I see. I want to drop down here. Oh, well. The polished experience definitely takes time to make. Yeah, that is the hardest part of literally making any game, is polishing it. You can make a game that has functionality, but that for it to feel this polished, that's the hard part. The story for how Splatoon was made is really cool. Yeah, there was a lot of roadblocks along the way for Splatoon. It was more of a passion project from the Animal Crossing developers. And then eventually one day it just, after a lot of things going wrong, and it just finally got presented to the current owner of Nintendo at the time, and there's other stories alongside that where at the time the main characters were rabbits, not squids. To which he asked why rabbits, and Mario almost made it into the game because I think it was Miyamoto at the time. Yeah, it would have been Miyamoto. Miyamoto said that he just asked why rabbits. He really liked the game, but like, why rabbits as the main characters? And to which they said, I don't know. And to which he offered to offer the entire Mario cast as the main characters for this game. Imagine if Splatoon actually released as a Mario spin-off. Honestly, that would be funny. That would have been funny. It almost did happen. Until they got the idea of, I forgot where they got the idea from, but the idea of, what if you were a squid, but also could turn into a kid? Because there was the idea of squids beforehand, but they were like bipedal squids and really weird. Like, the thing is, they didn't look like this. It was basically a squid with legs, and they were like, yeah, this design sucks, and so they just wrote off squids. You would love to be Mario in Splatoon. I can tell you, this game would not be as big as it currently is if Mario was the main character. No way this game would be this big if Mario was the main character. And I'm glad Mario isn't. Game dev is way harder than most non-coders think it is. Honestly, like, I don't know, it's a... Okay. As much as I say, yeah, game dev is hard and stuff like that, I think mostly it's not that it's terribly difficult, but that it's time-consuming. That's the part that's hard, is that it's time-consuming. It takes a long time. I'm glad they decided to separate the two concepts. The original squids were cursed. Yeah. I've seen the art for it. I mean, it didn't look that cursed, but it would not have popped off like this game did. Where like 10% of the entire population of Japan owns this game. Sincerely, it would have been so much worse because it would have attracted Mario fans, and Mario games are totally different. The audience would have hated it. Yeah, I also think it would have felt like Mario Golf. It just feels like a one-off sort of game, whereas now this game has become its own franchise. Oh, that was actually a masterfully placed bomb. I can't believe I actually hit that. If you didn't see, it was right on the edge right here. It was a great position for the bomb. Oh, there's no one else. I think the hardest part of game dev is learning how to dev. I think the hardest part of game dev is that you've never actually learned how to dev. That's what you realize with developing games, is that you don't know how to develop games. There's always more to learn. There's always things you did wrong. Because it involves so many different art forms, you can never truly have learned how to develop games. Okay, but I feel like Linus Tech Tips would be good at game dev. No, Linus Tech Tips more of a hardware side of things, not a software. I'm surprised I didn't kill him. It would have been cool if it did, though. Oh, hey, that's the first time I've seen a Clash all game. I'm just being a rat with this weapon. Ah, he dropped. I was a little too slow with that. And we didn't even pull lead. They have a big advantage right now because they have first checkpoint cleared. We don't. Oh. To be honest, I have pet rats. I got so excited when you said rat. I have never heard of anyone who's had a pet rat before. That's interesting. Just because I forgot to make the game you asked about yesterday, should I use Unity plus C# or Pygame and Python? I need to learn them both from scratch practically. Now, the thing is, do you want to go forward with making more games in the future, or are you making a game because you just are making a game? There's a difference there. Making a game for this, are you making a game for the sake of learning, or are you making a game for the sake of you want to learn how to make games? Do you play any mobile games? If so, what do you play? No, I don't. I don't play mobile games. You still play the original Splatoon from time to time? Grind that out, because servers are closing in, like, April for it. Play that game. If you can. What do you think the world would be like if cybersecurity was like the Mega Man Battle Network? I've never played Mega Man, so I don't know. There's mods now? Yeah, and also, like, you can... There's, people are hosting their own servers. Like, where you don't even have to mod your Wii U. All you have to do is just change, like, your DNS, and then it'll just do it for you. Yeah, you just have to change your DNS and it'll connect to their server rather than Nintendo One for you, which is actually super convenient. But yeah, it's like... I saw that bomb and I still did the jump. Still even Splatfest on them, yeah, I've seen that. Censoring divs is the worst experience website developers, website devs can go through. I mean... When I'm making a website, I don't worry. I've never had problems with censoring divs, although when I'm making websites, it's because I'm making something stupid, like a game, out of HTML. Man, I'm just feeding here. I shouldn't be fighting them from the front. I should be, like, going over here, and then I start throwing bombs. I should be ratting them. I shouldn't be fighting them. Oh, these people have, like... Yeah, they have special charge up on. Yeah, that's a lot of triple splash down. Big websites to show 12 rounds of code you wrote. Okay, here we go. Now we can finally start playing the game. Just kidding, because they have cooler and we don't, so we just automatically lose because they get to instantly respawn and we don't. You're already at 4.9k? Yeah! Welcome here, Wheat. Well, bye, Asher. I got stuff to do. Alright, see you around. Do you think ChatGPT will take over game devs? No, never. I think that, game developers need a level of creativity to them that a algorithm can't do, because an algorithm can only base everything off of something it's already seen. So ChatGPT, if there's a new idea for a game, let's say you want... I don't know. It's hard to come up with an idea right now that's never been done before, but, like, I'm sure there is. But, like, if you have a unique idea, ChatGPT doesn't know how to do that because it's never done that before if you have a unique idea. And the thing is that games are so incredibly complicated, is that you need an actual developer to make a game to actually be able to go through all of that, because ChatGPT, at the end of the day, just predicts what the next word should be in a sentence. It doesn't actually speak. It's a prediction algorithm for which word should be next. I think I just want to learn something because, to be honest, right now I'm quite young, curious, everything. Really don't specifically what I want to do. Want to learn, open more doors in the future. Maybe learn Pygame then. Because you'll do a lot more hands-on coding with Pygame. A lot of your work will be less automated. And so there, you'll learn a lot more about coding concepts. Whereas with Unity, you'll learn more about how to make a game. Alright, I'm taking long flank. Oh. Let's go Roblox Splatoon. This is not Roblox. Please help. No! Are there any courses / YT playlists you advise for Python? No. I personally do not like programming in Python. So, no. Yeah, it was popping off at the end, Ali. I was playing the rat that I'm supposed to be with this weapon. Oh, sorry, someone got excited about their pet rats again. If you start with block programming language, you'll get the basic of a simple program when you do Pygames. No, I do not recommend ever going to a block programming language. I do not think that it ever teaches you how to program. I think that programming languages, like coding with text, is easy enough to understand that you can just start with that, and that's actually more practical and will teach you more. And the thing is you don't need to learn everything at once. With block programming languages, the reason you're doing block programming is because you don't know how to program, but you want to do a lot. Whereas if you're actually learning coding, like, just start with... If you start with blocks, you have to relearn everything as soon as you go to text, so just start with text. Especially that, like, block programming languages are event-based when real coding is not event-based. It's, guess what? It's, linear. And when I say event-based, I mean that, like, you run code when an event happens. Like, you have on start, do this. On this button, press, do this. That's how block coding works. That's not how real coding works. Hello, what is that? Oh, just... Oh, you're saying at hello, sorry. Okay. Rainmaker. What time is it? 4 o'clock? I got time. Ooh, actually... We got zones right now. I want to do zones. I thought you were done with this game, but that zones rotation looks fire. I know. This is like best rotation we've had all week. Yo, let's go. The frame 1 disconnect from one of the players. Oh, okay, maybe I can do my rank up series. Are you still S rank, Allie? Are you still an S? You haven't played it a bit? I'll take that as a yes. Or A+. Like pre-Frosty Fest. Okay, I'll take that as a yes, you are S rank. Man, I really need to get Zinth to play this game. I almost got him to play it once, and then he didn't have Nintendo Switch Online, so he couldn't play it. I really need to get him to play this game. Is my extra stretchy character still there? What do you mean, extra stretchy character? Unless that wasn't meant for me. That was a nice flick I did. Man, I do one game of Brush and now I'm popping off of this one! From the stream, I am not quite sure what you mean by extra stretchy. I'm surprised I didn't get him. Do I know something for Pie Game? Look up how to make Pong in Pie Game on YouTube. Start with that. Because honestly, Pong is like a really easy game to make, so that might be a good one to start with. Wait, I just looked at this. What the comp diff? They have cooler and we don't. Unfair. Okay, I need crab. That was a Hydra! Okay, I need to go back to zone. No! To be fair, that bomb was... Yeah, fair. Only 90 left? Yeah! Well, less than 90 left. Am I gonna stream until I hit 5K? Probably not. There's a reason I didn't title the stream Streaming Until 5K. I do plan on playing Splatoon later with friends today. So, yeah. And then I also plan on eating food later today. So, yeah. So I'm probably, in the next 2 hours, not going to be hitting 5K. You're gonna head off? Alright, thanks for showing up, Wheat. Astra has friends? New lore? Why are you guys obsessed with lore all of a sudden? I just realized I haven't looked at the Google form in a while. Let's just quickly pop it open. See how it's going. I can't view it right now. My brother just asked who you are and you said funny. There's a compliment. I'm gonna die. Rain. I need to get back to my side. You think that's safe? Okay, I need to use crab. I'm panicking it. And the torpedo. Since MatPat quit, we make our own lore about Astra. I'm pretty sure MatPat did not have YouTuber lore as a channel. Or YouTuber theory. Who knows, maybe I'll self-insert myself into a game, though. I keep missing my melee. I did good one game, this game I'm not. Although everyone is moving faster in this game. Thank you, sir, for the wall. Yep, it's fine to run in and die. Let's go. I should make an actually good version of Garton Abandonment. I have no idea what that is. So, no? Question mark? This team's fire. Oh. Man, chat's a little bit more chill now that we're, 3 hours into the stream. A lot more chill than in the first 2 hours. I can actually breathe and read messages. It's a horror game that kids love, then I probably will not be remaking it. I wanted to get close, but honestly, against a dually, you can't get close unless you're abusing, and like, me when subbed? What do you mean, me when subbed? Alright, and now they have 0 specials to work with. Which means I can just use crab scot-free anytime I want. And I should use it right now. Got him. Or Astrodorf, the pint-sized Astrodorf from Quashir explores the cosmic wonders from his YouTube channel. Join his interstellar adventures and be inspired. Yeah, I'm not setting that to my YouTube description. Me won 4.1k. We are not at 4.1k. I hate to break it to you, Blaze. I know, it's a sad moment for the entire Astro community that we do not have 4.1k subscribers. Jarvis, play me a tiny violin. Alright, here we go. Yo! Yeah, I was wondering where the other guy went. Okay, kind of crazy, that game. It's actually crazy how fast they've been growing, yeah. Although, to be fair, looking at it in the perspective of how long I've been on YouTube, 4,000 subscribers in 2 years doesn't sound that crazy anymore. But just looking at the past month or two, yeah, the growth is actually crazy. You should make a game with that crab skill, but when you open the crab, noise storm starts to play. I don't know what you mean by that, but, do you perhaps mean, this? Oh, this is what you mean. Hi, welcome back, Astronite. Wait for it. Aw. Hi, welcome here, Cursed. Oh, there it is. Well, it's crab time. Is this what you wanted, Looser? Here, let me quickly get a crab. Alright, here we go. When it drops... There we go. This is what you guys all came for. Oh, well. I died. And there it goes. That's what you all been waiting for. Have I been banned from chat? It deletes my messages. Your message might have been flagged. I don't know. I don't see any of your messages getting deleted. Like, it doesn't even show me that, like... It shows me, like, every message that gets deleted, whether, like, you delete it or I do. It doesn't show any have been. Wait. We're back. Oh, wait. Okay, we're good. I need to put that on a hotkey. I still don't know your real name, just call you Astro? Yeah, just call me Astro. You know me as that guy from YouTube, so... You don't know me as... in real life, so I would rather use my internet name anyways. Wait for it. Okay. 800 more? Yeah, 800 more. Well, actually, no, not 800 more. 80 more. There's an extra 0 there. Still waiting for the Splatoon battle? Have you maybe thought that you are not in time with the stream? Check your play bar. Maybe you are behind on the stream and are not watching live. He'll find that in like 5 minutes when he actually catches up. Might actually be an S-Blast player. Wait. Oh. Oh, still waiting for the space battle. Sorry. There's a heart that covers, like, the end... That covers the right side of messages, so, like, the last word of every single message I can't read. So I did write that wrong. Still waiting for the space battle, I see. Don't worry. Space fencing will happen eventually one day. Blaze MC, it's called a mod. I could code... I know how to code it, so that, Crab Rave plays every time that you pop crab, because there's no code involved in it. What? I know how to fence? No, space fencing will be a thing, and I'll challenge you to a space fencing battle. One day. One day. Welcome here, BQer. Two Astros, there can only be one. That's why we're doing the space fencing battle, Blaze MC. That's why we're doing space fencing. I'm the one, not him. I mean... I could just ban you and just say that I'm the one, then there would be no one to counter me. Okay, I need to back up. He's going underneath to the right. Wait for it. Wait. There it is. Oh, it's over. If you hijack the Bluetooth signal from the controller to the console so that it sends info for each key, the crab song starts. That's not quite how it works. The controller does not send sound to the console. You're the original. Why do you have numbers at the end of your name? That is a fair point. That is a fair point. What is your response, Astronite? Yeah, you guys go for zone. I'll clear out over here. And here we go again. Nope. Crabrave's gone. The 57th Astro Knight, it's 0 indexed, yeah. Because we use 0 indexing in this household. If it sends Bluetooth signal, why can't you use that? Oh, you mean like read the Bluetooth signal from the controller and then every time that I press the right stick button that I play Crabrave. I thought you were meaning that you send Bluetooth audio alongside the controller input. Let's send the Crabrave song alongside that. Yeah, I kind of fumbled that game a lot. In theory, it would work. A game theory! Oh wait, that's copyrighted. Source, trust me, bro. Alright, chat, you guys ready? Wait. Oh wait, sorry, I was supposed to pause it there. This is a lot to focus on, guys. And for some reason, I also have to read chat. You were here at the start of the stream? Yes, you were, and I challenged you to a space jousting battle. To live up so that you can actually be a real Astro Knight. Sorry. I keep forgetting to turn it off. Oh. Ugh. You open the controller and run your own cables from an Arduino to the R3 button used by the PC, but this needs to destroy the controller. I've already destroyed my controller many times. I have no problem opening up my controller and modding it. I have done that a lot of times because I love modding my controller for some reason. Ugh. Yeah. Good start to the good start to the series, bad end. I beat Astro in Splatoon? Real? I hate to break it to you, Ali, but if you were the X-Blosher, I didn't notice you all game. Although that's not a consequence of your skill, that's a consequence of the weapon that you play is very forgettable unless you're a blaster. How do you upload games to itch? You make a profile, you go to dashboard, and then you press the button that says... I don't remember. I know it's somewhere on dashboard. Oh. Oh, there's a button that just says create new project on the dashboard. Do you make it a zip? Yes. I would recommend trying to do WebGL builds so people can play it in their browser rather than having to download it and play it and it only works on Windows. If I had to make a game in an engine I haven't used before and with an art style you haven't tried, what would you choose? Probably hyper-realistic Unreal Engine 5, because I've never done that before. And also I know that I have a license to MetaHuman, so I can use that anytime I want, which is cool. I just think it would be interesting to at least try it once. It's not an art style I want to stick around, though, for me. I'd rather do, like, stylized stuff. I think stylized stuff does better in games over hyper-realistic. Alright, no, I don't want to go on right stack. How did he not die, and how did he kill me with only sparking? It doesn't... MetaHuman license? What's that? Basically, imagine a character creator for game developers. A really complicated character creator. He's gonna come up here. He's not? Okay. I'll use the space then. I didn't get the one-hit combo? Man, I came across one of your videos yesterday and I actually thought it was a professionally made video easy compared to the 5 million plus subscriber channels. Just keep doing what you're doing. Thanks, man! Will do. Glad you're enjoying it. No crab music? There is way too many things going on if I play the crab raid music. Oh. Yeah. Crab music, no DMCA. You want to know why Linus Tech Tips uses the crab music for testing speakers? It's because, guess what? There's no copyright on it. By the way, it's so wonderful to be here and ask all my stupid programming questions. Yeah, all good. Gives me something to talk about other than just grunting and groaning at the game, going. Huh? Yeah. Oh wait, no. That comp had problems. What should I make in Minecraft? Make a secret base within a secret base within a secret base that has a casino inside of it that then uses an Ender Pearl stasis chamber to get to a secret base completely encased in bedrock. I was just describing my base I have on a Minecraft server. Or at least the base I want to make. I'm about halfway done it. Three hours of peak? 3.5, more like. Not quite. Oh, actually, I'll take this comp. I'll take it. I mean, there's no AoE, and, like, we have a distinct, huge lack of bombs, but we should be able to go with it, because, like, all of our weapons are really good at fighting. Ah. W Slider. I want Slider to be good, but I also don't want it to paint a ton. I don't want it to cap zone. I don't want it to zones cheese, but I want it to be good. Wait, I missed? I missed twice? Need more AoE. AoE stands for area of effect. Weapons like blasters or like burst bomb, X-Splosher, they have AoE. And it's useful for peeking around ledges and taking care of when people are clumping up together and just covering each other's butts, because then you can punish that. I forgot that Wavebreaker was like a huge counter to Crab. I forgot that it did that. Someone thought you were hacking because you were making a website? Yeah, that's kind of how coding goes to non-coders. If you're writing code at all, you're just hacking because they don't know what code is. Honestly, teammates clutched out this game. Good, I at least got one kill before the end of the game. Didn't throw. Guys, Astro's hacking. I'm just playing Splatoon, guys. With my modded client. Don't worry about it. Yeah, he has low gravity mode. You deserve more. I hope you don't so you can read all my stupid questions. I get that. I understand that. So what you want is you want more people to watch my videos, but you don't want people to watch my streams. Got it. So I'll just have to start every stream off with, like, hacking and coughing so people think it's a low-quality stream or something like that. Bro's almost at 5K a couple of weeks ago. You're doing a stream for 600 subs. I was doing a stream for 600 subs the day before New Year's Eve. I remember that. It's also the Astrodwarf official Discord server for asking all your coding questions. That is true. It is linked down in the description of this stream and, like, every single one of my videos. It also might be attached to my YouTube profile. I'm not sure if I put it there yet, though, because I keep forgetting to do that. Really? My 52 gal didn't hit him at all? That's a surprise. Yeah, that guy just wants to run around in circles. He just wants to rat. I need to keep my crab. No! I needed to get out. I knew I needed to get out. I couldn't pop crab. I couldn't get out, though. Real hackers stand at their computer all day and just code, just like in the movies, yeah. The movies is my interpretation of how actual hackers work. How did... Huh? I'm sorry, how did that guy not die? Also, Astra's BIOS is 35 if you squint your eyes at a kid's age, but it's close enough. I mean, 35 if you squint really hard could really mean anything. Okay, that one I don't think actually hit. The Swiper isn't obnoxious because he's killing us. He's obnoxious because he keeps placing beacons down and they're all running QR. If they had Cooler, this would be even more obnoxious. Thank you, teammates. Yeah, our team might be better at lockout than this team. Their team is just ratting. Nope, they are already back. And they're just they're all flanking. I'll take it. You don't envy me right now? Yeah. I mean, like, this... like, we should win this. Our comp is better. It's just, like... It's just the beacons are annoying, especially on this map. They get annoying. It's like the flounder thing. It's like Flounder, where it's just like there's so much vertical and there's so many paintable walls that like beacons can be placed in such inconvenient spots really easily. For the rules of Space Battle, you can't use the helmet on your head. Alright, bet no helmets for Space Battle. They're all flanking, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Nice. Okay. My quad? No, no quad. Oh. Jetpacks are allowed, but only for movements. You hate when errors are like heads on a Hydra? Yeah, but when you get a new error, then you're like, let's go! I fixed the first one! I'm just gonna shark this ledge. Yeah, I couldn't. You should put a counter for how many times you say rat in the stream. It's just a competitive term. Like, the reason it's the word rat is just, the whole point of it is you're existing in their walls. Kind of makes sense when you say that. Like, the whole point of ratting is that you're existing inside their walls, basically. So, like, you're always on their side of the map. Like, you just always have to know where they are, otherwise they're just gonna pop out of nowhere and get you. You love this game's audio side? Beacon noise satisfying? I'm a rat IRL. Rats. We are the rats. I don't know how the song goes, but... I'm getting hungry now. I'll play till 5. At 5, I'll end the stream. Okay, I didn't do as bad as I was feeling like I was doing. 52 was struggling, though. Which, to be fair, for a wall weapon, that kind of makes sense against, like, 4 weapons that are... Well, 3 weapons that are ratting you and 1 that's just diving you. That kind of makes sense with a wall weapon. When next stream? Don't know. Maybe Monday. Definitely not Sunday, though. I'm not on a stream schedule, unfortunately. Although, if you're in my Discord server, I send out a ping when I start stream. Most of the time, because sometimes I just forget to do it. Okay, make a space battle game, and it's come full circle. I have by far the better backline. And it might actually be a legitimate... Okay, I traded. That's not good. How did our leader die, but our carbon didn't? Let's ask a serious question. Do you have a girlfriend? I'll let you guys decide that. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I have a life and a girlfriend, or do I just sit at my computer all day making videos and making games? What are my opinions on gambling? Don't. Glad I could give my opinions. Also, it's not gambling if you know you're gonna lose. You see, I don't have a problem with casinos, because if you're at a casino, you should know you're gonna lose. But trying to frame it in a way that you're not, oh, that's a problem. Astro, what's the 50k subathon? No, how about no? Maybe I do have to do a subathon at some point. How about this? Z, good friend of mine, plans on doing a subathon. We both do a subathon at the same time. It'll be fun. He plans on doing it in, like, May. This bow, I mean, this bow's just annoying more than anything. Peek, peek, peek me. Never mind, he's gonna teleport. Gotta get your taxes channel monetization sorted. Not really, Ali. Oh, that is true. I do need to get monetized first. But, like, I'll be monetized long before that. I'm actually almost monetized. I'm at, like, 2,500 out of 4,000. Bro, you really improved your game-making skills? I really did not. I really have not improved my game-making skills. My game-making skills are... Well, I won't say they're bad. I'm just really lazy with the games I make for YouTube. I keep losing to that guy. I need to stop going so close. I'm doing bad. To be honest, I hope you give a different answer, because in yes no questions, if you don't want to answer, you may give unintentionally give an answer like okay if I'm ready to say it. But yes, by the way, I think you got a girlfriend. That's optimistic. Thought the description of this stream was Splatoon. Yeah, that's gonna be my Splatoon ripoff, except you just like it's all just slapping sounds. Life is like a sandwich. No matter how you flip it, the bread always comes first. I don't get the analogy. Hate to break it to you. So you gay? No. You know what? I'll say this before people start making stuff up. No, I do not have a girlfriend, and no, I don't care to have one. And no, I'm not gay. Splatoon greater than Splatoon. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I wanna see. Splatoon is gonna go crazy. Anyways, welcome here, AJ Fun. Welcome to stream. That game kind of looks like the hit Nintendo game Splatoon. Is it inspired? I actually just copy and pasted it. I replaced all the OGG sound files with just slapping turkey sound effects. By the way, when you said that's optimistic of you, it revealed a little bit of you. Think about it. No, it was just comedy. That's all it was. It wasn't actually revealing anything about me. It was just comedy. I don't think you realize, like, how much of what I say, how much does it actually reveal, because I'm just being comedic. I have never, like, revealed any, or even indirectly revealed information about my personal life. Oh, I got run over by a car. Which actually has happened in real life before. My sister did run over me with a car. So you're lying. I could be lying. I might not. Either way, it's funny, and that's all I'm here to do! No, he saw me. He was gonna swim that wall, and he saw me. That was funny. Think we should get an Astro Fandom before GTA 6? Man, I'm just running at these people. I'm doing bad. Astro has a sister, new lore? Yes, I do have a sister. That guy's only here to Zones Cheese. Wait, he's not even here to Zones Cheese. He's just bad at the game. Oh. Why does our range blaster have respawn Punisher? I feel bad now. So you don't actually make your games, ChatGPT makes them for you, and other AI edit the videos? I see. Comedy greater than the mysterious $10,000 I'm missing April 6th. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you implying? I had nothing to do with those 10K, officer. Okay, this guy's actually setting me up. He's setting me up to put my crab further forward, but I forgot that this entire map is only flanks and nothing else. So it doesn't matter. You're making Astrodor fandom right now? I'm scared. I am scared. The Astrodor fandom, all it is just an effort to dox me. Why are you called Astrodorf? Xbox gamer tag. There you go. I feel like the Astrodor fandom is just gonna be a page to, like, try to dox me. That's all it's gonna be. Like, you just post information like, oh, he said this on stream! He has a sister! Look, for everyone who lives in Canada has a sister and a brother. Every single person. I want this list on my desk by midnight. Make me the Astroguard to Astro Dwarf. Oh, wait, you wanting mod or something? Is that what you're asking for? Kind of sounds like it. You know what we do with people who ask for mod here? No. No, 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 no. We should hire an animator so we can have a movie about the lore. So we've established he has one sister, one brother, and he's comedic. I don't think you need me to tell you that I'm being funny to realize that I'm being comedic. And Canadian, there you go. I would head over to my local teamies, but I got a booter in my runners the other day. Had to strap on my toque a little tighter. It was getting a little chilly outside. Lord dropped this guy played competitive Splatoon in Canada. No way? Alright. Last game, so I'm just gonna play this. Because it's almost 5 o'clock and I'm gonna head out at that time. Yeah, has bought a laptop with the specs he said in the last year or two. It was a little longer than a year or two ago, I'll say that. I said that it was when the 30 series of graphics cards were just coming out. And so I got it for dirt cheap because it was refurbished and 1 generation old. Guys, I made the wiki. I'm terrified now. I don't want to hear the fanfics. You know what? When we hate a map, what do? We flank. Yo, and that's the Astro combo right there. You hit them twice and then you just roll over them. Where is he? Okay, good. My teammate got him. He was 1 health. And my teammate doesn't know how to play Rainmaker. That's cool. There will be a 5-page fanfic on your desk by February? No! I don't want fanfics! Alright, someone grab it! Someone grab it! And it reset. Okay, you know what? We're just going for flanks. He saw it. And I got missiled by my teammate. New video idea. Rereading... reading the fanfics about me. No! From Sunk to Success, a competitive Splatoon historical account. I am not successful and competitive. I am, like, bottom level with it. Okay, not quite bottom, but I am low-level competitive. Good, I needed my... Yeah, I haven't seen that guy all game. I guess he's just been, that Stamper's just been sharking. Winners write history and you're winning right now. I'm literally not winning. keep missing my melee shots. I've been missing them all day. Check general and Discord. I'm scared to check general and Discord. Okay, now that I know that the Stamper's sharking a lot, I'm gonna be painting a lot. Nice. I got glitched in the ledge. What about that close to impossible game where more progress, the more revealing information about Asteroid gets? No, I'm not doxing myself. I think I said earlier that I like there being a separation between the internet version of me and the real-life version of me. Because otherwise things get, parasocial very quick. Alright, and that was the last game of the day. For now. Why'd you use fandom for this? Come on, it's got so many ads. Alright, bye. Thanks for the answers. Yeah, thank you guys for showing up. Epic stream outro here. Be back Monday. The wiki is real ad block. Somehow it uses an ad block detector to get through it. Toodaloo Astro, see you guys around. Funny Spaceman outro. I don't know what to put here. Ending streams is always awkward. I mean, like, what is 2 plus 2? It's